Ahoy ladies and gentlemen, Chitufadens back here after a good chunk of time away. If you only care about lens reviews and technical stuff, skip this video, but if you care a little bit about the ones that speaks to you, maybe keep watching. I'm going to talk about other things. This is by far the longest I've gone without posting a video, and that is because I had some existential crisis or issues about the channel. It suddenly struck me that I was putting way more energy here than what I felt I was getting back. And I mean that financially. It's quite a challenge to stay motivated when you have easier jobs that pay a lot more. So I was trying to find a way to not feel like I was cheating myself every time I was publishing my hard work here for free. I reckon most of you don't love working for free, do you? That added up to getting harsher feedback on a bunch of videos and people asking for more and more and more things for free and more messages and emails and questions, and I was overwhelmed. And then there was the horde of people that got upset about scope being a prank and not an actual lens. And then on top of all that, there is the Facebook group, which is managing that is an unyielding task. Accepting new members is a no-go, and we're pretty full. We're like at 10,000 members. And people keep sending me personal messages saying, hey guy, dude, why didn't you accept me into the group? And I'm like, it's not me. I'm sorry. I'm not the owner. I can't decide what's going to happen there. I can try and keep it organized, but I don't make the decisions. So please don't send messages about joining the group. Anyway, I just felt like I was throwing my time down the drain. Yeah, sure, I know I shouldn't take that into account and be affected by it. It's just people talking on the internet. But I don't know, I don't have a brand to hide behind. Like I am my brand. The channel has my name. I don't sign as a company. I am a person. I don't have an office. This is my living room. So any type of criticism addressed to my work affects me. Like my wacky brain is like, that person said the video sucks. They must be saying you suck too. So that's how I felt, and it's a bummer. So I had to take some time to think and re-strategize. So I retreated to the real world, and since it's summer here, I biked a lot, I walked a lot, I enjoyed plenty of time with Ari. We hung out with friends, we traveled, we camped, we did a bunch of fun stuff, and in the back of my mind I kept thinking, what can I do to make Anamorphic on a budget better? And inspiring, not only to you, but for myself too. And then, honestly, I didn't find an answer. One day I woke up and I'm like, let's do it. Let's get back into it. Let's start making more videos and editing all this stuff that I have. That was last weekend when I made the Q&A on Instagram, answering everybody's questions, and that was pretty awesome. That was very inspiring to read questions and try to work out solutions that fit 15-second videos. What can I show here? The Instagram thing was a rehearsal towards live broadcast aimed more at your questions rather than what I want to talk about in a pre-made video. So I'm going for that. I never live broadcast before, so that's going to be fun. And that's why now more than ever, I need your input. Like, what do you think would be a good solution? Like, how do I make this viable financially? Because if it's not viable financially, you're going to see me once every 2 months or 3 months. But I want this to be viable. I love this project. I've been here for 3 years. I want to keep this going. It's free information, and I think the world needs more of that. Anyway, in the background, I've been working on some other stuff, like my sponsorship by Sim Mod Lens. Ron is absolutely awesome, and if you need to tweak your lenses or service them, all of my contact eyes have been through his hands, and now I'm looking for Leicas and putting things together. But I highly recommend his products and his services. Anyway, there's other things that are not ready to see the light of day quite yet, so they will show up soon. but I've been working on them. Also, I'm running short on lenses to talk about because after a while, most 2x double focus projection lenses have similar looks. They're either too big or too expensive, or I don't know. They're very similar. So I need other things to talk about rather than just lenses and related to anamorphic. Before I sign off, I wanted to cover two other things about scope. The first one is that people got upset about it, but Zeiss Icon did the same thing in 1966 with their super Q-Gigantar 40mm f0.33. But instead of a YouTube video, the internet wasn't a big deal back then. They brought a prototype to Photokina in that year, 1966, to draw attention to the aperture speed craze that was going on among lens manufacturers. Everybody was making faster lenses, and they were like, what is the point of this if the quality sucks? So I don't know, do you not trust Zeiss lenses, or do you think their products suck? Kind of interesting, right? Because why would I suck if I made a joke? But Zeiss, it's fine. The second thing is that some people thought that was a bad idea, others thought that it was great, and Paul and I were invited to make a tutorial on how to make that scene photorealistic by a 3D magazine in the UK. So we wrote that tutorial and it was published in July. It was an awesome experience. I had never written a 3D CGI tutorial before, even though I have a degree in that. So there it is, another good thing that came out of scope. That's it for this video. There's another video coming up in a few minutes. And quick recap, I'm back. Like this video, leave your comments saying suggestions, what could I do, what should I do, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Chutu Hedungs, and I'll see you again next week.